The oil in my lamp is running low, Cleopatra. Outside my window, Rome behaves as if the underworld itself has burst open. The wind howls through the stone arches, like a wounded soldier dying on a distant battlefield. My wife, Calpurnia, is asleep in the next room. Or perhaps, she only pretends to be. An hour ago she woke in terror, weeping, shaking, clutching at my robe like a frightened child. She dreamed that my statue in the courtyard split apart, and rivers of fresh blood poured from the marble. She saw the citizens of Rome rushing forward, dipping their hands into it. She begs me not to leave the house tomorrow. She begs me not to attend the Senate. Even the priests speak of strange omens. They claim the sacrifices revealed signs of disaster. Let them tremble. Rome was not built by men who listened to every nightmare, and it certainly was not conquered by men who feared shadows. Still, I confess something to you that I would confess to no one else. Tonight feels different, not dangerous, not frightening, different, as though history itself is holding its breath. I smile as I write these words upon the papyrus you once gifted me in Alexandria. The senators believe they have trapped a lion. Last month they named me dictator for life. They bow when I enter a room. They shower me with honors. They place my image among the gods. Then they return home and whisper that Caesar seeks too much power. Rome is a city addicted to hypocrisy. For years these men begged me to save the Republic. Now they fear what I have become while doing exactly that. The truth is simple. The Republic they worship no longer exists. It is a corpse dressed in fine robes. Corruption spreads through the Senate like rot through an old ship. A handful of wealthy families call it liberty. The people call it suffering. Someone had to seize the helm. Someone had to restore order. I crossed the Rubicon knowing there would be no return, and I do not regret it, not for a single moment. In only a few days, my legions march east. The armor is prepared. The banners are ready. The supply trains are already moving. We will cross into Parthian lands and finish what Crassus could not. The East will remember the name Caesar long after I am gone. And when that campaign is complete, I intend to reshape the world itself. I close my eyes now, and I find myself far from Rome, far from senators, far from politics, far from envy. I remember Alexandria, the scent of the sea, the glow of torchlight upon palace walls, the sound of music drifting across the Nile. And you, the only ruler I have ever met who truly understood what it means to stand alone at the summit of power. They hate you here, Cleopatra. The aristocrats whisper your name as though it were a curse. They call you manipulative, dangerous, a foreign temptress. What truly frightens them is that you are every bit as ambitious as they are, perhaps more. Our son grows stronger each year, Caesarion. Whether Rome accepts him or not, he carries my blood. Sometimes I wonder what kind of world he will inherit, a stable empire, or another century of civil war. That question troubles me far more than any senator. This morning as I rode through the city, a soothsayer broke through the crowd. The guards moved to strike him aside, but I stopped them. The old man stared directly into my eyes and shouted, "Beware the Ides of March." The crowd fell silent. I laughed. What else was I supposed to do? Rome is overflowing with prophets. Every street contains another man predicting doom. Yet, his words have lingered in my thoughts all day, not because I fear death. I made peace with death many years ago. In Gaul, in Britain, in civil war, death has marched beside me for decades. Oh, what concerns me is fear itself. I have seen fear in the eyes of kings, in the faces of armies, in the trembling hands of defeated generals. And recently, I have begun seeing it in the Senate. Fear is dangerous. Fear convinces ordinary men that murder is virtue. Fear turns cowards into conspirators. Perhaps Calpurnia is right. Perhaps I should remain home tomorrow. Perhaps I should listen to the warnings. Perhaps I should let caution rule me for a day. But then what? Let Rome believe Julius Caesar is afraid? Hide behind locked doors while senators whisper of weakness? Oh. That would be a greater death than any assassin's blade. If fate intends to find me, it already knows where I live. The storm outside is finally fading now. Dawn cannot be far away. Soon the city will awaken. Soon the Senate will gather. Soon another chapter of Roman history will begin. Marcus Brutus is coming to escort me in the morning. A good man, loyal, almost like his son. His presence reminds me that despite all the corruption, there are still honorable men left in Rome. I will seal this letter now. A trusted messenger will carry it toward the harbor before noon. By the time these words reach Alexandria, I shall already be on the path toward destiny. Sleep well, my queen. And remember this: empires are not built by cautious men. They are built by those willing to wager everything on a single vision. I have spent my entire life making that wager. Tomorrow will be no different. Julius Caesar.